Eala, leode. Olá, pessoal. Hoje estamos aqui para começar uma leitura em inglês médio, né? Um pouco diferente do que a gente tem até agora no canal, mais leituras em inglês antigo. Hoje vamos falar sobre inglês médio. E se você não sabe ainda o que é o inglês médio, eu vou deixar linkado aqui nos cards o vídeo em que eu explico as diferenças, então, entre inglês antigo, inglês médio e inglês moderno inicial. E o poema que nós vamos ler hoje é o Orfeo, um poema que eu gosto bastante, que eu já tenho um texto publicado a respeito dele na revista Nuntius Antiquus. Eu vou deixar o link aqui embaixo também. E se já tiver saído a minha tradução na revista EmTese, eu vou deixar também aqui embaixo. Revistas das quais eu dou, claro, aqui todos os créditos aí por terem publicado os meus textos. Mas enfim, o Orfeo é um poema que eu vou estar utilizando essa edição aqui, ó, está compilada nesse volume, que junta dois textos, que é o A Middle English Reader, do Kenneth Season, e o Vocabulary, do Tolkien. Esse volume aqui é uma coletânea de vários textos em inglês médio, e o Orfeo está na íntegra aqui, editado pelo Season, e com um glossário do Tolkien, ok? Sobre o que fala esse texto, então, né? Bom, como esse vídeo de leitura ele vai ficar muito longo, eu não vou me ater muito ao argumento do texto, mas basicamente ele é uma recontagem do mito de Orfeu, um mito grego, que não chegou, ao que se consta, aos medievais através da sua versão grega, né? Porque o mito foi recontado ao longo de diversos textos em grego antigo, mas o grego antigo na Idade Média, na Europa, ele não era muito conhecido. Poucas pessoas sabiam ler grego. O que as pessoas tinham mais conhecimento era o latim. Então, muito provavelmente, as pessoas conheciam o Orfeu através da versão dele nas Metamorfoses de Ovídio. Eu estou deixando aqui a imagem de uma edição muito boa, uma edição acadêmica que a gente tem aqui no Brasil, da editora 34, uma tradução excelente, contexto original, o aparato crítico muito bom. E, enfim, as pessoas, então, na Idade Média conheciam o Orfeu através deste texto. E este poema, então, ele é uma recontagem do mito de Orfeu, só que agora tirando ele da Antiguidade Clássica e colocando ele na Idade Média. A questão interessante é que este texto, como nós temos, o inglês médio, ele aparenta ser uma tradução de um original em francês antigo que está atualmente perdido. A gente não tem nenhum fragmento sobrevivente desse texto, que seria então esse poema original que teria sido muito bem conhecido na Inglaterra, no período aí do inglês médio, que tinha uma influência francesa muito grande, só que no século XIV, possivelmente, que é mais ou menos a datação que a gente consegue colocar aí para esse poema como nós temos hoje, no século XIV as pessoas já não estavam mais sabendo ler muito francês antigo na Inglaterra. E por isso, provavelmente, foi necessário fazer uma tradução para o inglês deste poema original em francês. Então, provavelmente esse texto que nós temos agora, ele é uma tradução, mas aí que tá, até que ponto ele é uma tradução e até que ponto ele é uma adaptação. Como a gente não tem o original para comparar, a gente não sabe. Mas eu sou da linha que defende que ele seja mais uma adaptação do que uma tradução fiel, verso a verso, esse suposto original, porque a história do Orfeu se passa na Inglaterra. Então, muito provavelmente, o original em francês teria o Orfeu vivendo na França. E o poeta tradutor, como eu chamo, do Orfeo, ele adaptou essa história colocando o Orfeu na Inglaterra e adaptou os versos, então, para o inglês médio. A história, basicamente, então, é que o Orfeu é um rei da Inglaterra, ele tem a sua rainha, a dama Eurydice, e ela é, um belo dia, sequestrada pelas fadas, né? Que levam ela para o mundo das fadas, que é um mundo que ninguém sabe onde fica. O Orfeu, ele abdica do trono e parte para viver sozinho, já que ele perdeu a sua esposa. Ele vive no meio da floresta, aqui num ambiente bem bucólico, ele fica por 10 anos assim, até que ele consegue ir para o reino das fadas e encontrar a sua esposa. E aí, se ele vai conseguir trazer ela de volta ou não, eu não vou falar, acompanhe a leitura para saber como essa história se encerra, né? Mas se você sabe a história grega do Orfeu, você sabe que a história não termina bem no original, né? Será que agora em inglês a gente vai terminar bem ou vai terminar mal? Não sei. Mas enfim, Uma última consideração é que esse texto ele pertence a um gênero muito antigo, que são as chamadas baladas bretãs, ou Breton lays em inglês, que são baladas, poemas líricos de temas cavalheirescos que eram muito famosos da França, especialmente na Bretanha, e aí aqui que já era confusão. Bretanha, quando vai falar nesse poema aí, na Bretanha, os arpistas, isso aí está fazendo referência ao norte da França, a região da Bretanha, não a Grã-Bretanha, a grande ilha em que a Inglaterra se encontra, tá? Então, quando no prólogo a gente fala, os arpistas da Bretanha ouviram essa história e depois dela fizeram uma balada, quer dizer então que a história se passou na Inglaterra, na Grã-Bretanha, e os bretões da França ouviram falar dessa história e compuseram então esse poema que teria chegado até nós, ok? Então, sem mais delongas, com vocês, Sir Orfeo, deste poeta, tradutor anônimo do século XIV.
We read in ofte en finda I rite, as clerkes donas to wite. The lays that been of harping, been I found of freely thing. Some been of well, and some of woe, and some of joy and mercy also. Some of treachery, some of guile, and some of hapes that fallen be wheel. Some of bourdies, and some of ribaldry, and some there been of the fairy. Of all the things that man may say, most of lowe forsoth they be. In Britain these lays are the urite, first I funde and forth I get. Of aventures that fillen be days, whereof Britons made her layes. When they meet or were hearing of aventures that they're wearing, they took her harpies with gamme, madden layes and jaft it namme. Of aventures that hem befalle, I kan som telle benotte alle. Herken lordigens that ben treue, and I jou telle of Sir Orfeo. Orfeo was a king in England and high lording, a stalwart man and hardy bow, large and courteous he was also. His father was coming of King Pluto, and his mother of King Juno, that sometime was her goddess he hold, for aventures that they did and told. Orfeo most of anything loved the glee of harping, sicker was every good harper of him to have much honor. Himself loved for to harp, and laid thereon his wit sharp. He learned so there nothing was a better harper in no place. In the world was never man born that ever Orfeo sat before, and he meets of his harp in hair, he should think that he were in one of the joys of paradise, such a joy and melody in his harping is. This king sojourned in Thracians, that was a city of noble defense, for Winchester was clapped low, Thracians without a know. The king had a queen of priests, that was ycleped Dame Rodis, the fairest lady for the nones that meet gone on body and bones, full of love and of godness, ac no man may tell his fairness. Befell so in the commencing of May, when merry and hot is the day, and away bath winter shores, and every field is full of flowers. And blows me bremen every bocht, overal waxet merry and ucht. There each queen Dame Rodis took 2 maidens of praise, and went in an undrentide to play be an orchard seed, to see the flowers spread and spring, and to hear the fowls sing. They set him down all three under a fair impe tree, and well soon this fair queen fair on sleep upon the green. The maidens durst he not awake, but let her leg and rest take. So she slept till afternoon, that undertide was wholly done. Ac as soon as she gan awake, she cried and lothly began make. She frotted her hand and her fat, and cratched her visage it bled wet. Her rich robe he all tore it, and was ravished out of her wit. The 2 maidens here beside no durst with her no longer bide, but Orn to the palace voorricht, and told both the squire and knecht. And there Queen with the word, and bade him go and hear a told. Knechts urn and levides also, damsel 60 and more. In the orchard to the queen he come, and her up and her arms nom, and brought her to bed at last, and held her there fine fast. Ac ever she held in a cree, and whirled up and away. When Orfeo heard that ding, never him ne wares for no thing. He come with knecht stand, to chambre richt before the queen, and beheld, and said with great pity, "O Leaf, what is they, that ever yet hast been so still, and now greatest wonder shill? The body that was so wit I core, within the nails is all totally. Alas, the rod that was so red, is all one and thou were dead. And also the fingers small, with all blood and all pale. Alas, the lowest of and so, looked so man doth on his foe. Adam, each beseech mercy, let all this reveful cry, and tell me what there is and how, and what thing may te help now." Though lay she still at last, and gan to weep sweet fast, and said thus the king too, "Alas, my lord Sir Orfeo, sethen we first together were, honest wrath never we ne'er, but ever each how I loved thee, ac me life and soul thou me, ac now we most delenato, do the best for I mote go." "Alas," quoth he, "forlorn I am, whither wilt thou go, and to whom? Whither thou goest I shall with thee, and whither I go thou shalt with me." "Nay, nay, sir, that not niece, I shall te tell all how it is. As each lay this under tide, and slept under an orchard seed, there come to me two fair knechts, well armed and two richters, and bade me come and hie him, and spake with their lord the king. And each answered at words bold, "I dost not, no I knowed." They pricked oyen as they mist drive, to come her king also blive, with 100 knechts and more, and damsels 100 also, all on snowy wheat steeds, as sweet as milks were her weeds. I no see never yet before, so fair creatures I core. The king had a crown on head, it was of silver, no of gold red, and it was of precious stone, as bright as the sun it shone. And as soon as he to me come, would each nod each him nam, and made me with him read upon a palfrey by his side, and brought me to his palace, well attired in each wise, and showed me castles and towers, rivers, forests, free with flowers, and his rich estates shown, and saith me brought again home into our own orchard, and said to me thus afterward, "Look, dame, tomorrow that thou be richt here under this impe tree, and then thou shalt with us go, and live with us evermore. And if thou makest us elect, where thou be to worth I fed, and totter thin limbs all, that nothing help thee no shall, and they thou best so totter'n, yet thou worst with us I born." When King Orfeo heard this case, "Oh way," quoth he, "alas, alas, lever me were to let me live, than thus to let the queen me weave." He asked consent at each man, like no man him help no can. Marwith the undertid is come, and Orfeo hath his arms in on, and well 100 knechts with him, each armed stout and grim, and with the queen went and he, richt unto that impe tree. They made shelter in each a seed, and said they would there abide. and I that every chon, ere the queen should from her gone. Aqui amides hem full richt, the queen was away I tuchte. With fire forth in men wist never where she was become. Though there was scream, weep, and woe, the king into his chamber is go, and oft sworn it upon the stone, and made switch dio and switch moan, that near his leave was spent. There was none among the men. He clapped together his barons, earls, lords of renowns, and while they all common were, lordings he said, before your hair, each ordain me highest steward, to wit me kingdom afterward. In me stead ben he shall, to keep me londes over all. For now it shall me queenie lore, the fairest lady that ever was born. Never after he knew no woman say, into the wilderness it shall take, and live there evermore, with wildest beasts in holdest hore. And when ye understood that he be spent, make out a parliament, and choose you a new king, now doth your best with all me thing. So was there weeping in the hall, and great cry among them all, unneth nicht old or young, for weeping spake a word with song. They knelled adun all fair, and prayed him if his will were, that he no should not from him go, though way, quoth he, it shall be so. All his kingdom he forsook, both the slawn of him he took. He no had the kirtle no hod, shared no other god. But his harp he took al gat, and that him bar fought out at the yacht. No man must with him go, oh way, what there was weapon woe. When he that had been king with crown, went so powerless out of doom, through wold and over heath, into the wilderness he geth. Nothing he thinketh that him his eyes, both ever he liveth in great malice. He that had ewered the fowl and grease, and on bed the poor bees, now on hard heath he lies, with lowers and grass he him wreath. He that had castles and tours, rivers, forests, free with floors, now they it commerce to snow and freeze. This king mote make his bed in mess. He that had knechts of priests before him knelt and lay with this, now said he nothing that him leaketh, both with the worms be him streaketh. He that had plenty of meat and drink of each dainty, now may he all day dig and rot, ere he find his fill of rot. In summer he liveth be wild fruit, and bearing both good leaf. In winter may he nothing find, but rotte grasses and the rind. All his body was away doing, for me says and all toshin. Lord, what may tell the sore this king suffered 10 year and more? His hair of his bed black and raw, to his gilder stead was grow. His harp whereon while all his glee he hid in a howe tree. And when the weather was clear and bright, he took his harp to him well richt, and harped at his own will, into all the world the sun gan chill, that all the wild beasts that there bath, for joy about him they take, and all the fowls that there were, come and sat on each brere, to hear his harp in a fin, so much melody was therein. And when his harp let the world, no best be him abiden old. He might see him besides, oft in hot undertides, the king of fairy with his root, come to hunt about all about, with dim cry and blowing, and hundes also with him working. Ac no best they no nome, no never he neist whether they become. And other will he meet him say, as a great host be him they, well a turne 1000 knightes, each I armed to his rightes, of countenances stout and fairs, with many displayed banners, and each his sword I draw hold, ac never he neist where they wold. And other will he see other thing, knightes and leodes come and sing, in quaint attire, easily, quaint pass and softly, tabur und trumpes yet hem be, and all manner menstrancy. And on a day he say him beside, 60 leodes on horse ride, gentil and jolif and spread on rees, not a man among us herdernies, and each a falcon on hound berry, and ridden on hawken be o rivere. Of gamme they found well god hound, maulardes hyrun on cormorant, the fullest of the water ariseth, the falcons hem well the wiseth, each falcon his place locht, that say Orfeo and laughed. Parfait, quoth he, there is fair gamme, thither each you be God's name. Each was I one switch work to see, he arose and thither gan they. To a lady he was I come, beheld and hath well underknown, and saith be all thing that it is, he saw a queen, Gamero this. Yern he beheld her, and she him eke, ac neither to other a word no spake. For messiahs that she on him say, that had been so rich and so high, the tears fell out of her eye, the other ladies this I say, and maked her own way to read, she must with him no longer abide. Alas, quoth he, now Miss woe, will kneel death now Miss law, alas wretch that I no micht, die now after this sicht, alas too long last me life, when I no dare not with me weave, no hear to me a word spake, alas, we kneel min heart break. Parfait, quoth he, tid what betid, whither so this lady read, the sallow way it shall stretch, of life no death may no wretch. He slow in he dead on also spak, and hang his harp upon his back, and had while God will to gone, he no spared neither stub no stone. In at a roche till lewis readeth, and he after and not abideth. When he was in the roche he go, well 3 mil other more, he come into a fair country, and bright so sun on summer's day. Smooth and plain and all grand, hillen og dallen as der no descend. Amid the long the castel he see, rich and real and wonder he. All the utmost wall was clear and sheen as crystal, 100 tours there were about, dieselig and betide stood. The butters come out of the dish, of red gold it arched rich. The worswood was annowed all, of each manner diverse animal. Within there were with the ones of all precious stones. The worst pillar on to behold was all burnished gold, and that land was ever licht, for when it should that werk nicht, the richest stones licht gone, as bright as thought at none the sun. No man may tell, no think in thought, the richest work that there was wrought. Be all thing that him thinks that it is, disprove the court of paradise. In this castle the ladies a licht, he wolden after if he micht. Orfeo knocked at the gate, the porter was red thereat, and asked what he would how he do. Parfait, quoth he, I chama menestrello, to solace the Lord with me glare, if he sweat the will be. The porter unded the giate a nun, and led him into the castle room. Then he gan behold about all, and see a full legend within the wall, of folk that were thither brocht, and thought dead and nare nocht. Some stod withouten hadde, and some non armes nadde, and some duchte både hadde wunde, and some lay wode I bunde, and some armed on horse sette, and some anstrenged as they ate, and some were in water drained, and some with fear all forshared. We was there lay on chilled bed, some dead and some awed, and wonder fell there lay besides, richt as de slepe her undertides. Etje was thus in this worthy nome, with fairy thither come. There he say his own wife, dame rodis his left leaf, slept under an impe tree. Be her clothes he knew that it was he. And when he had behold this merry ways all, he went into the king's hall. Then say he there assembly sicht, a tabernacle blissful and bright, therein her meister king sat, and her queen fair and sweet. Her crownes, her clothes shine so bright, that unnethe behold he him nicht. When he had beholden all that thing, he knelt down before the king. O Lord, he said, if it thee will were, mi mistress sit thou shouldst here. The king answered, what man art thou that art hither come now? Each no none that is with me, no sent never after thee. Sethen that each here reign gan, ye no found never so full-hardy man, that hither to us durst wende, but that each him world offsende. Lord, quoth he, trowe full well, I am but a poor minstrel, and sir, it is the manner of us to such a many a Lourdes house. They way not welcome no be, yet we must proffer forth our glee. Before the king he sat a doom, and took his harp so merry of some, and tempered his harp as he well can, and blissful notes he there gan, that all that in the palace were, come to him for to hear, and liegeth adorned to his fete, him thanketh his melody so sweet. The king hearkeneth and sit full still, to hear his glee he hath good will. Good bird he had of his glee, the rich queen also had he. When he had stinged his harping, then said to him the king, Minstrel, me liketh well the glee, now ask of me what it be, largely it shall the pay. Now spake and thou michta say. Sir, he said, ich beseecheth thee, that thou woldest you me, that each lewe the brichton blay, that sleepeth under the impetre. Nay, quoth the king, that not nere, a sorry couple of jou it were, for thou art len, rowe and black, and she is lovesome without lack. A lawfullish thing it were for thee, to send her in thee company. Oh, sir, he said, gentle king, yet were it a well fouler thing, to hear a lesson of the mouth, so sir as ye said nought, what each would ask ye how it should, and needest thou most the worthy hold. The king said, Sithen it is so, take here be the horn and go, of here each that thou be blithe. He kneeled down and thanked him sweet. He swift he took be the horn, and led him swiftly out of that land, and went him out of that dead, richt as he cometh the way he had. So long he hath the way in to Winchester he's come, that was his own city, ac no man know that it was he. No further than the Tunes end, for knowledge he nor durst wend. But with a beggar in duty for darwe, there he took his herbawe, to him and to his own wife, as a minstrel of poor relief, and asked tidings of that land, and who the kingdom held in hand. The poor beggar in his coat told him everything abroad, how her queen was stolen away 10 years gone with fairy, and how her king in exile yet, but no man is in which it said, and how the stewards alone gan hold, and other many things him told. Amarwe again non tid, he marked his wife there abid, the beggar's clothes he borrowed anon, and hanged his harp his hig upon, and went him into that city, that men meet him behold and say, earls and barons bold, burials and leodes him can behold. Lo, they said, switch a man, how long the hair longeth him upon. Lo, how his beard hongeth to his knee, he is clogen also a tree. And as he yede in the street, with his steward he gan met, and lo, he set on him a cry. Sir steward, he said, mercy, ich am a harpoor of heathenness, help me now in this distress. The steward said, come with me, come, of that each hour thou shalt have some. Every good harpoor is welcome to, for my lord is low as Sir Orfeo. In the castle the steward sat at the met, and many lording was be him set. There were trompers and tambourers, harpur fellas and cruders. Much melody they make it alle, and Orfeo sat still in the hall, and hearkened. When they been all still, he took his harp and tempered chill. The blissfulest notes he harped there, that ever any man heard with air. Each man licked well his glee. The steward beheld and gan easy, and knew the harp always blew. Minstrel, he said, so most thou true, where hadst thou this harp, and how? I pray that thou me tell now. Lord, quoth he, in uncouth said, through a wilderness as he had, there he found in a dal, with liums a man tottering small, and always him fret with teeth so sharp. Be him he found this each harp. Well, 10 years it is ago. Oh, quoth the steward, now me is woe. That was my lord, Sir Orfeo. Alas, wretch, what shall he do? That how we switch a lord in lore? Ah, way that it was he bore. That him was so hard grace he arked, and so vil death he marked. Adoon he fell as soon to grund, his barons him took up and sat stund, and telleth him how it geth, it is not but of man's death. King Orfeo knew well be done, his steward was a true man, and lowered him as he ought to do, and stood up and said slow, steward, hearken now this thing, if each were Orfeo the king, and had ye suffered full yore in wilderness much sore, and had ye won me queen away out of the land of the fairy, and had ye brought the lady hand right here to the tunnel's end, and with a beggar here in home, and were myself hither come, powerlich to thee, to still, for to assay the good will, and each fundeth to strewe, thou no shust it never rewe. Secretly, for Louis or I, thou shust be king after me day, and if thou of me death hadst been pleased, thou shust have avoided also sweet. So all thought that therein said, that it was King Orfeo under yet, and the steward him well knew, over and over the board he threw, and fell down to his feet, and the eldritch lord that there sat, and all they said at a crying, Ye bid our lord, sir, and our king. Glad they were of his leave, to chamber they led him alles blewe, and battered him and showered his beard, and tirred him as a king appeared, and sitting with great procession, they brought the queen into the tomb, with all manner menstrancy. Lord, there was great melody, for joy the wept with her ear, that him so soon he come and say. Now King Orfeo newe corund is, and his queen Damerod is, and lived long afterward, and Satan was king the steward. Harpers in Britain after done, heard how this merry way began, and made her of a lay of good listening, and named it after the king. That lay Orfeo is he hot, God is the lay, sweet is the note. Thus comes Sir Orfeo out of his car, God grant us alle well to fare.